Story number 9. Naivety of belief in justice. As I and PSD continued with corruption documentation and monitoring project, despite the threats, including the death threats that I described in the previous video, the pressure over us have increased from every single angle. Somehow, all the information that we shared with the criminal justice system and asked for their actions leaked to the other side. And for example, as soon as we would be publishing the article in a newspaper, massive cover-up operations would start in the city of Zagreb and by Mayor Milan Bandic at the time. In a peak of those events, when actually the most interesting articles were about to come out, Veteran East stopped publishing our articles and stopped cooperation with PSD under the title Stop Corruption. And my biggest worry at that particular moment was that if they manage to shut us down and shut down our public appearance, we will be perfect target for assassination. Public space and public speech was our only protection at the time. So we continued. In this tense and chaotic time for the organization, in late 2003, one morning while I was walking toward my office, unmarked police car stopped in front of me. The police officer came out, showed me his badge, and kindly asked me to accompany him in a car. I was driven to the police headquarters in Zagreb, to the chief of the police at the time, Ranko Ostojic. And obviously he was waiting for me and expecting me to show up. A few minutes later, Chief State Prosecutor Mladen Bajic showed up as well. I was concerned at that particular moment. It was obvious that in our stories we touched something very important and very big. But at that particular moment, I could not really understand what was it. Chief State Prosecutor Mladen Bajic brought the printed materials with him and laid them down on a table in front of me. And I immediately recognized the material. It was the content of the diskette that I gave to the journalist Naivety. Chief State Prosecutor Bajic shortly stated, "Let's do this," pointing at the papers. It was agreed during this meeting that due to leaks in the criminal justice system, PSD and I will provide our findings to the highest level officials in the criminal justice system, meaning directly to the Chief State Prosecutor, Chief of the Police, and Chief of the USKOK. For this operation, we were given 2 names for cooperation that could serve as an intermediate on a daily basis. It was Mario Bettina, that would later lead Police USKOK, and Dražen Jelenic, that today is acting as a Chief State Prosecutor. During the meeting with Ostojic and Bajic, the issue of already known activity of the other side that worked on my assassination was brought up. And I was promised that the criminal justice system will keep an eye on the other side and protect the employees of the PSD and prevent potential murder attempt. I agreed on proposed setting under one and only one condition, that I will not share the sources of information that we have, as most of our sources had already expressed their reservations to existing heads of criminal justice system, and therefore I could not breach the agreement. And criminal justice operation Zagreb have started. The key suspects of this operation were all heads of departments in the city of Zagreb at the time, including Mayor Milan Bandic. and his most trusted appointee at the time, Zvonimir Shostak. However, parliamentary elections held a month later brought a new change of the government, and all key actors, except Mladen Bajic, were dismissed from their positions. I was back to square one. As some of you already know, we are in this last effort to change the way we think and act against corruption. And here is what I want you to do. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram accounts. And every day, take 10 minutes of your life. Watch the video, share it, and ask your friends to share it further. If we succeed in this, they cannot stop it. Finally, participate. For each video, I want you to become a juror and adjudicate and give your opinion on what you believe is the truth and what you believe is right and wrong done by different actors. If you want to save others in this fight, donate to the account on the screen under the title Save the Fight. That's all what I want from you. Everything else will be done by me and only me. Thank you very much.